Hi everyone! Welcome to Chia's Music Lesson. I'm Chia. Today I would like to answer a question, and the question is, how is breathing for singing different than breathing for yoga? Well, why are they comparing singing to yoga? But I don't think it's a weird association. I like yoga for its many mental and physical benefits, and I incorporate yoga practice in my voice lesson a lot in form of simple stretches or quiet ujjayi breath, which means breathing through the nose, breathing out through the nose, to really teach my student abdominal breathing and to calm their nerves, especially at the beginning of my lesson. So I get this question from time to time from my students as well. So unfortunately, I can't give you a very short, simple answer. This involves a little bit more investigation. So I made a video out of it, and I hope you enjoy it. So let's get started. So the big difference between yoga and singing, yoga, you really don't hold the breath. You just inhale, move your body, and you exhale to stretch into another body movement, and then so on and so forth. But in singing, sometimes you have to do, inhale, hold, and just elongate the hold phase as long as possible, and exhale, boom, right into the next cycle of inhalation, hold, exhale, cycle of breath. So there's a big difference. So when you actually hold the breath, you will basically maintaining that expanded frame of body. The rib cage is open, the lower abdominal, mid abdomen also, they're pulled in, and the back muscle is stretched up, and then there's a space underneath the armpits wide open. So you can compare the sensation to a balloon growing inside of you, or rubber ball, big exercise ball growing inside of you. Or maybe thinking about the pose sometimes bodybuilders make, like a hulking up like this, and you're holding it like this, and just sing. So don't let the upper frame collapse. This is collapsed. So this is not the time that you're going to sing, but you just breathe in, create the frame, maintain. So I will call it like a holding the breath, but you're actually using up the breath, but while you're maintaining the frame. So instead of breathing in, sing, letting the body go down. That's not how you do it. You're just gonna go breathing in, create the very elevated playing field for singing, maintain this elevated, almost like a tabletop like framework. Then you will put the singing on top of it, in other words. Then you finish the phrase and let go briefly and come back up. That's a very big difference. So because of this hold aspect, singing might not be as calming or relaxing as some form of yoga. I know that some yoga is quite vigorous and challenging, like Ashtanga yoga, but I'm talking about Hatha yoga, like really flow-based yoga. But in general, I'm talking about very athletic, dynamic singing. And why do we do this, like a holding and elevating the frame and not letting go down? It's because the pressure you created by the series of muscle control, initially you're going to create this uplifting frame by breathing in. But after that, it's sheer muscle work. Just keep it from shrinking down or just collapsing like that. So you just try not to do it using abdominal muscle and all that muscle that involve the maintaining the torso elevated. So that will create a dynamic flow of air because you're compressing the air into a very tight pack of air. And that'll allow you to sing longer or higher or louder, or you can just change, by changing the pressure inside your lungs, you can just do loud to soft or soft to loud, or whatever you like to do with your voice. Okay? Now, beginners can incorporate such experience that I just explained in very ordinary daily activities. So I created a series of exercises here. See if you want to just try one of them or try all of them. So are you ready? Let's begin. First exercise is, imagine you are having a cup of coffee and you sip a coffee and you're holding the breath and you keep the mug in your hand. Now slowly lower the mug in a controlled movement. As the mug hits the table, let out the rest of the breath, but until then you're maintaining the elevated frame of the body. Second exercise is, you have gone to grocery shopping, you came back, you're opening the car trunk and taking out those grocery bags. So you are gonna pick up a grocery bag from a trunk and put the bag in front of you, and you slowly walk toward the front porch, and then you put this bag slowly down on the ground in front of the front door. Then exhale. That takes a little bit longer time, so it's a perfect exercise after you master the coffee mug exercise. Exercise 3, you are at the top of the stairs. So you're gonna take a nice good breath, and you're gonna go down stairs, taking each step very deliberately, slowly, while you're holding the breath, while you're maintaining the frame of the body. Then as you land on the landing, you let out the breath. So because you're going down, you'll be tempted to go down. Your body will be tempted to go down, but you really have to elevate the chest. Okay, stretch the back, and you're really going down slowly with an elevated torso in a very elevated manner, really literally elevated manner. And as your feet touches the landing, you let go. That's harder than you think. So that's number 3 of the exercises. Number 4 of the exercise is getting to be more legitimate singing exercise. Take a breath, create the frame, and you're going to count 1 through 10 out loud. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now hold a little bit more, hold a little bit longer. Don't give up, don't give up. Then let go. Let's do that one more time. Breathing in. Okay, count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And hold it. Don't let go, don't let go, don't let the body collapse, and let go. The 5th exercise is, you're going to sing Mary Had a Little Lamb in one singing cycle, okay? One breath cycle. So take a breath, create the frame, and begin. Mary had a little lamb, little lamb, little lamb. Mary had a little lamb, his fleece is white as snow. Stop, but your body is still elevated, the chest is high, the spine is straight and stretched up toward the ceiling. Now let go. Are you tucking your belly in, keeping the space under the armpits wide, or are you elongating the back of the neck, or relaxing the head, shoulders, limbs, and face? Or can you not lose the big ball of air inside the upper torso? How long can you hold it? So those are the various questions you might want to ask yourself to check whether you're doing the right thing. So it's really interesting. The simple things like sipping a coffee can be a really good singing exercise. It doesn't cost a thing. And you can do it very clandestinely. How nice was that?